What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Pitching Ninja's filthiest pitches of the day. I'm, of course, Pitching Ninja, and I'm here with Will Leahey, who has magically turned himself into a lovable puppy. Actually, Will's not here today. He's traveling back from Pittsburgh, so you're left with just me. I'm going to start with my whip around the league. Reese Olson had 4 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 2 earned runs. He had this slider, curveball, and changeup. And he faced Bailey Ober, who looked really good. He had 6 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 1 run, and had these sliders, cutters, and changeups. DL Hall had 3 Ks in 3 2/3 innings, giving up 4 runs, and had these sliders. He faced Miles Michaelis, who had 5 Ks in 4 2/3 innings, giving up 5 runs, had these sliders, and painted two-seamer. Jesus Luzardo, the Jesus Lizard, had 6 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 2 runs. He had this fastball painted at the top of the zone, this changeup, as well as these sliders. And he faced Javier Assad, who had 3 Ks in 4 2/3 innings, giving up 1 run, and had this backdoor two-seamer and curveball. Runel Blanco had 6 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 2 runs. He had these changeups, and he had 9 swings and misses on his changeup this game. His changeup is really good. He faced Trevor Williams, who had 4 Ks in 6 innings, giving up only 1 run. Williams' ERA this year is now 2.91. He had these heaters at the knees. Well, they're not really heaters if they're 90 miles an hour, but they're still good. Gavin Stone had 1 K in 3 1/3 innings, giving up 2 runs. Stone pitching on 420. He had this cutter. He faced Jose Buto, who was solid again yesterday, with 6 Ks in 4 1/3 innings, giving up 2 runs. He did have 5 walks, which shortened his outing. He had this painted fastball, this slider, and these changeups.
Down very quick.
Graham Ashcraft had 4 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 5 runs. He had these cutters and sliders, and I keep saying this, his stuff is so much better than his results. He always seems to have these bad innings. He faced Patrick Sandoval, who had 6 Ks in 4 innings, giving up 7 runs. His ERA right now is 6.75. He had this curveball and changeup. Zach Gallen had 6 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 5 runs. He had this fastball and knuckle curves, but really didn't look that great, certainly not Gallen-like. And he faced Kyle Harrison, who had 5 Ks in 4 innings, giving up 3 runs. He had these fastballs and breaking ball. Logan Allen had 4 Ks in 5 1/3 innings, giving up 3 runs. He had this fastball for a sword in this battle of the Allens. Yep, facing Nick Allen. I guess Logan Allen has proven himself to be the real Allen. And he also had this changeup. He faced Alex Wood, who had 4 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 4 runs, and had this slider.
Got him. Nice pitch.
Nathan Eovaldi had 6 Ks in 5 1/3 innings, giving up 3 runs. He had this splitter and painted fastball. He faced Charlie Morton, who had 4 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 2 runs, and had these 3,000 RPM curveballs. Shota Imanaga had 5 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 2 earned runs. He had these splitters, and he had this pitch where he missed his spot and got really angry at himself. Either that, or he turned himself into Super Shota, fighting all those evil batters everywhere. He faced Rodri Munoz, who had 7 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 2 runs, and had these changeups and sliders. This was his MLB debut. Now, I don't know what to expect out of Munoz in the long run. His ERA is nearly 11 in the minor leagues this year, and his career minor league ERA is around 5. But it certainly was a solid debut for Munoz. Kutter Crawford was outstanding again yesterday, with 6 strikeouts in 6 innings, giving up only 1 run. His ERA this year is now .66. He had this backdoor slider, these sweepers, and splitters, and of course his namesake cutter, and got absolutely fired up. He faced Mitch Keller, who had 4 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 4 runs, and had this sweeper and fastball. In a battle I was really looking forward to, but kind of fizzled out. Corbin Burns had 4 Ks in 5 2/3 innings, giving up 3 runs. He had this painted changeup, this cutter, and this one that was a very low strike. He faced Cole Reagans, who you knew it was going to be a long day for Cole when this was the first pitch of the game.
Fastball is right down the middle for ball 1.
Reagans ended up K'ing the side. Some of these pitches were out of the zone, but his fastball was up to 99. The next inning, well, a totally different story. He just didn't look like the normal Cole Reagans. I don't know if he was tipping his pitches or the Orioles just found something on him, but he certainly got shelled. With all these bad calls yesterday, I knew I recognized this umpire.
Velasquez is down on.
Hey, it's Enrico Palazzo!
Jose Berrios was really good yesterday with 6 strikeouts and 6 innings, giving up no runs and only 5 hits. He had this 2-seamer, this 4-seamer, and changeup all painted, and this wicked slurve. He faced Randy Vasquez, who had 3 Ks in 5 innings, giving up only 1 earned run, and had this slider. Nestor Cortes was outstanding yesterday with 9 Ks and 7 scoreless innings. He had these fastballs and got absolutely fired up, as well as these cutters and changeups, and this drop-down sweeper, and had this paintball.
Well, Wells thought that was strike 3.
And one thing I love about Nestor is he messes with arm angles. Check out this overlay, and you can see how that would mess with a hitter. He faced Zach Eflin, who had 6 Ks in 6 innings, giving up no runs himself, and had this 2-seamer, this sweeper, but the real story of the game were these curveballs. What a great pitching duel. Luis Castillo had 9 Ks in 7 scoreless innings, giving up only 2 hits. I'd been asked by Mariners fans, what's wrong with Castillo? Well, I kept telling them, nothing. He'll be fine. And look, he is. He had these heaters and these sliders, and I love this slider where he strikes the K pose. You go, Luis. He faced Dakota Hudson, who had 1 K in 4 innings, giving up 4 runs, and had this slider. Michael Soroka had 2 Ks in 4 2/3 innings, giving up 5 runs. He had this painted 2-seamer. And he faced yesterday's filthiest starting pitcher of the day, Zack Wheeler. Zack Wheeler had 8 Ks in 7 1/3 scoreless innings, giving up only 1 hit, and took a no-hitter deep into this game. He had these fastballs, these cutters, these sweepers, and these filthy splitters. That splitter has been a huge add to his pitch arsenal. And here's an overlay of his fastball and splitter so you can see why that splitter is so important to his stuff. Now onto my filthiest relievers. Jason Adam had this nasty slider. Emmanuel Clase had this cutter. Calvin Fauché had this sinker, cutter, and curveball. Clay Holmes was filthy yesterday. I mean, look at these sinkers. Griffin Jacks had these sweepers. Phil Maton had this 3,172 RPM curveball. Camilo Doval K'd the side with sliders. Scott Barlow had these sliders and picked up a sword. Abner Uribe had this 99-mile-an-hour turbo sinker. Reed Garrett had these splitters and sweeper and picked up 3 Ks. He's been really good. Cue the trumpets. Edwin Diaz had this fastball and slider. Cue the saxophone. His brother Alexis Diaz had this painted slider. And Jordan Romano was just his normal psychopath. I had to feature this because dude is absolutely ridiculous. He walks in like a maniac, talks to himself, brushes Tatis back, and then does a little patty cake celebration to celebrate his game-ending K. Complete psychopath. My top 5 pitches of the day yesterday. At number 5, I have Ryan Walker for this frisbee slider. And here's an overlay of that slider and 2-seamer. You see what makes that pitch so filthy. At number 4, I have Rasiel Iglesias' Expelliarmus changeup.
Expelliarmus.
At number 3, Jose Berrios and his painting, as well as his nasty slurve. At number 2, Luis Castillo striking the pose after his slider. And at number 1, basically all of Zack Wheeler's stuff yesterday. The man was pure filth. And now, my pitching ninja moment of zen. Baseball just wasn't meant to play in the snow.
This is another pop up to the infield. Ty France underneath it. He can't find it.
My picks of the day today are a 3-leg parlay. I'm going to start with George Kirby for 6 Ks or more, then take Aaron Nola for 6 Ks or more, and top it off with Jose Soriano for 6 Ks or more. What would your picks of the day be?